30 brand names, 5 factories. That is the documented ownership structure of the residential market, and it is why the brand on the unit your contractor is quoting you today tells you almost nothing about whether that system will reach 15 years. In 2023, a homeowner in Columbus, Ohio paid $11,400 for a brand new central air system. The contractor sold her a heel unit, premium branding, premium price. 22 months later, the evaporator coil failed. The manufacturer covered the part, not the $680 labor to remove and replace it. She is paying a second repair bill on a system still under warranty. A NATE certified technician in Nashville, 22 years in residential HVAC, told me he could have predicted that failure before the unit was ever turned on. What he looks for, and what you can check yourself, is the subject of everything that follows. Go outside and find the white nameplate sticker on your outdoor condenser unit. Write down the first 3 letters of the model number. What those letters tell you is something the contractor in your driveway is hoping you never look up. Hold on to those 3 letters. You will use them shortly to verify something specific about your installation. 5 corporations own the factories. Here's which names belong to which owner. Carrier owns Bryant, Heil, Tempstar, Payne, and ComfortMaker, 8 brands total. Trane Technologies owns Trane, American Standard, and the budget tier Run True. Daikin purchased Goodman in 2012 and now controls Goodman, Amana, and its own Daikin residential line. Johnson Controls owns York, Coleman, and Luxair. Lennox owns its own manufacturing and Armstrong Air. The Nashville tech confirmed it. I've opened Heil boxes and Carrier boxes and pulled the same condenser coil. Different stamp, same part. The homeowner paid for the logo. This matters more today than 5 years ago. The EPA stopped new R410A unit production in 2025. Manufacturers are converting to R454B and R32. Brands doing that engineering in-house have parts availability through 2030. Brands licensing it from a parent company are one corporate decision away from an unavailable parts list, which means there is one question that overrides the brand name entirely, and it comes down to a $40 component that triggers a $14,000 failure when the wrong manufacturer builds it. It's not the compressor, it's not the blower motor, it's not the thermostat. The component that ends residential HVAC systems before their time is the evaporator coil, specifically the metal it's made from. The industry standard is copper tubing surrounded by aluminum fins. That combination transfers heat efficiently, but aluminum corrodes from the inside, a process called formicary corrosion, driven by trace acids in the air your home already contains. You cannot see it forming. The first sign most homeowners get is a repair bill. A refrigerant leak triggers a service call. The diagnostic costs $150 to $300. The replacement coil runs $400 to $900 in parts. Labor to remove and reinstall adds $600 to $1,200. The recharge adds another $150 to $250. And if the system is past the 10-year mark, the contractor will tell you the math doesn't work. Full replacement at $9,000 to $14,000. The Nashville tech confirmed it. I've had homeowners show me a brand new system, still has the shipping sticker on it, with coil pitting already starting. I've never had to replace a spine fin coil for corrosion, not once in 22 years. I tell my customers, copper and aluminum is the HVAC industry's way of charging you twice. That is the technical truth. Here is the financial one. A mid-tier Goodman 16-SEER central air system, one of the best-selling units in the country, costs approximately $3,200 installed. A Trane XR15 at the same capacity and the same efficiency tier costs approximately $5,400 installed. Most homeowners stop the analysis there. The Goodman wins. Here is the number they never see. Consumer Reports tracks repair rates across 13,000 residential HVAC units installed between 2009 and 2024. The failure rate gap between copper aluminum coil systems and all aluminum coil systems translates, based on published industry repair cost ranges, to roughly double the annual service spend over a system's lifetime. The Nashville tech puts it plainly. A Goodman calls me once a year. A train with the right coil calls me when something actually goes wrong. Not the same frequency. Add one evaporator coil replacement, statistically likely on standard copper aluminum before year 10, and the math is no longer in the Goodman's favor. The homeowner who paid less owns the more expensive system. That is the cost cascade. Here are the 4 manufacturers who don't put you in it. 4 manufacturers separate a 15-year system from a 9-year failure. Train, Spinefin all-aluminum coil, and Climatough compressor, both proprietary and absent from budget sub-brands Run True and Oxbox. Lennox, independent manufacturing control, meaning quality decisions aren't upstream from a parent company's cost cycle. Backed by a 12-year parts warranty competitors don't match at equivalent pricing. Daikin's own residential line, not Goodman, not Amana, but Daikin-branded equipment with inverter architecture and first-party refrigerant management. Mitsubishi Electric, for ductless and zone control applications, the only residential category where documented 20 to 25-year lifespans are on record at scale. Those are the 4. Not because they paid for the designation, because their coil failure rates are on public record. Now here is how you verify the contractor is actually offering you one. Go to your outdoor condenser unit, right now. Seriously, pause this video. Before the checklist, look at the fins on the outside of the condenser. Those thin metal slats cover the coil. Run a finger across several of them. If they feel chalky, brittle, or corroded at the edges, formicary degradation may already be active in the evaporator coil you cannot see. That is your early warning. Screenshot this. 3 checks before you sign any HVAC contract. 1. Pull those 3 letters and verify the full model number in the AHRI certified directory at AHRI directory. Contractors have invoiced higher SEER systems and installed lower SEER equipment. That is documented. 2. Demand a manual J-load calculation before signing. An oversized system short cycles and degrades the compressor before year 8. No calculation means no engineering behind the sizing. 3. Ask the contractor, all aluminum spine fin coil or copper tube with aluminum fin? That answer determines your maintenance trajectory for the next 2 decades. I asked the Nashville tech what brand he installed in his own house. No hesitation. Lennox SL28XCV, variable speed, installed it 11 years ago. Never a service call. I sized it correctly, ran the manual J myself. 15 more years in it. He paid full price. He knew exactly what he was buying. That's the answer. 5 corporations control 30+ brand names. The logo on the box is a pricing tier, not a quality guarantee. Coil material determines your lifetime maintenance cost, and the contractor who builds in the load calculation is the only one worth calling back. That homeowner in Columbus who bought the Heil unit? The system she should have purchased was $1,900 more upfront, and it came with a 12-year parts warranty from a manufacturer who built the coil to survive the claim. Stop buying the sales pitch. Start buying the engineering.